Hi, I'm Sophia, and before we get started, I'd just like to disclaimer that I don't know anything about makeup or about editing, so this will probably be kind of trash, but it'll be funny, hopefully. Well, this is my first video, obviously. I mean, I think there are other videos on this channel, but like my first, video of like this actual thing. Excuse me. So I thought, what better way to introduce myself than by doing a daily makeup video. Daily makeup, like tutorial, I guess. Not really a tutorial because you're probably not gonna be able to follow anything from this, but you know what I mean. So I don't wear makeup every day because I'm lazy, but if I do wear makeup, it's usually something like this. First, I put on primer, obviously. I mean, not obviously because I used to not put on primer, but this is some e.l.f. tone adjusting face primer because my cheeks are really red, except I've never actually noticed a difference while using this primer, so I don't know. It's like purple, but then when you blend it into your face, it kind of just vanishes, you know? So, don't know if it's actually doing anything, but I usually remember to put this on. Sometimes I forget. But I try to put primer on because I know you're like supposed to, except I haven't really ever noticed like a difference or anything. Who knows? And then I put on foundation, obviously. I've had the same foundation for like 7 years. Maybelline, thanks. Yeah, all of my makeup is basically drugstore because like, do I have the money for that? No. This is in, what is it in? I can't even find it. Oh, Classic Ivory. It's on the top, 120. Wow. I'm saying the names of the products and the numbers. I'm so cool. Where's my beauty blender? Okay, this beauty blender is not damp because I'm too lazy to go to the bathroom and wet it. But I recently got a new beauty blender actually. My old one was like really, really disgusting. But have a new one now, so that's great. It's not horrible anymore. Got it from Target, obviously. I don't know if this, I'm not really sure what the real beauty blender is. The last one I got didn't have this weird like little, how do I get this in frame? Is a good question. There's like a stamp on it. Oh, right. It's called the middle of your screen is not a camera. So I don't know if this is like, I'm pretty sure this is a fake beauty blender because like, why would I have a real one? None of my makeup's real. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, I feel like this foundation is kind of the wrong, like, tone for me. You know what I mean? Actually I'm gonna turn on the light because you can't see anything. Is that better? Well, I can see, so hopefully it's better. Like, it's kind of yellow, and I don't know if my skin is, like, more pink, or if I just have the wrong, like, color or something, or if it's just because my face is red, so I can't tell ever if anything is correct. Which is great. My face isn't the same color as my neck anyway, because it's just super red. Okay, so eyes. I have one eye makeup brush, so that's what we're using right now. Usually for wrong one. So you can see I'm great at makeup. Usually for like every day I just do a sort of like neutral-ish like brown look, but kind of dark, I guess, because I don't ever do makeup that's natural. I'm using this e.l.f. palette called Bronze that I got like 4 years ago. It's number 75233. I don't really know what the numbers mean or why people say them, but people say them, so I'm just saying them too. It has like, this one I used all of, but it was a lighter, like this kind of, but lighter. And then there's no like good lighting in this room. It's not like plugged in, no. And then there's like a sort of shimmery brown in the center here. And then this is like a dark matte brown. And I usually use all of them because that's just how I do it in my life. So then usually I just use the like tan one to cover my eye. I forgot to say that because I'm filming this with my phone, obviously. So I keep looking at the screen instead of the camera, so apologies for that. And then I use this like, oh, just hit pan. I use this like shimmery color in my crease. I'm not sure if it actually looks good, but that's just what I do. Sorry, I'm blocking the camera again, but you can't really see anything anyway because my phone screen is too far away and the lighting's really bad. So then it looks something like this. Except obviously I haven't fully blended that. Okay, that's better. And then what I do is I just put the matte brown in the outer corner. And this is like literally all of my makeup looks, but just exchanging different colors for the like different sections. Like I'll just do a lighter color on the top, and then I'll do like a crease color that's kind of dark, and then I'll do a darker color in the outer corner. So that's about blended. And since I only have this one brush, like the colors are never pigmented because this brush is not like super, I don't even know what kind of brush this is. I got it from Ulta. It's an eye brush, but I don't know like what it's actually for because I just use it for everything. So I think it's not actually meant for like half of the things that I use it for, so that's why it's never pigmented. That's my theory anyway. And then I'm just going to go back in with this tan color and sort of make sure that the brown doesn't go too much over my eye, because I like to have the like, you know, light center or whatever. It doesn't really work that well. Okay, so I think that's about good because I never spend that much time on my makeup because I'm lazy. I really wish that I could get this light to like be better. Maybe if I move it over. Is that any better? I have no idea, but anyways, this is how it looks then after I'm done. My left eye always comes out like way worse than my right eye, but that's how they look when they're both done. So that's how I do my eyes. Obviously the eyes aren't done yet, but then I go and do concealer, because the reason that I wait and do my concealer later is because I don't want to get any fallout on the concealer. Not that I do anyway usually, but then the concealer just covers up wherever, if I did get any on my foundation, which is why I also don't set my foundation before. And just picked two concealers, and I was just away and I brought only one of them, but I want to use the one that's almost done. So this is also Maybelline, and it's number 15 Fair. And I'm looking in the screen right now, sorry, because I need to do the foundation, concealer. But I don't really use concealer as concealer, you know? I just use it to sort of brighten up like the spots that people brighten, you know? Like my nose. I always do it like this on my nose, I'm not sure why. I think I watched something once where someone was like, if you put if you put highlight on your nose like this, it makes it look like shorter, I think, or something like that. And I know that the concealer always like goes together anyway when I blend it, and also you can't see it because I put highlight on later anyway, so I'm not really sure why I do that, but I just always do. And then on my forehead and my chin and here, below my nose. What is the filter? I think that's what it's called. And then sometimes I do put a little bit of concealer on just because, like, what is that? Because I do have a few spots where my face is kind of like red, and I'm not a fan of that. Once I blend it out, you can't really see it though. Once I blend it out, it honestly just goes away, and then the spots are just still there. So that's great. And also when I do the concealer here, I kind of go like this so that my my eyeshadow has a more like upward shape. Like the shape on the top is always trash because I can't really fix that without killing all of my eye makeup. Because, you know, I don't actually know how to do makeup, but at least I can fix the shape on the bottom, so. Now that my face looks way too white and weirdly contrasted, I put on my powder. So I only put powder on the spots where I put concealer because my foundation dries by itself. It's like a liquid to matte foundation. So I don't like, and also it makes me look cakey if I put foundation over it. So I just like to put foundation where my concealer is because my concealer doesn't dry by itself. And to do that, I use my basically dead Maybelline powder because I'm like using this until all the powder is gone. And my only other brush, which is a kabuki brush from e.l.f. that I got like 4 years ago. I think it was 3 years ago actually, but you know, I don't ever throw away my makeup, which I know is like, you're supposed to throw away your makeup after a certain amount of time, but like, as long as it's not like smells weird or like moldy or anything, I'm just gonna keep it because I don't have that kind of money to waste on replacing my makeup every year. And I always forget where I've already done it, so then I do it like 7 million times in the same spot, but that doesn't matter. Okay. And this is like this kind of same color as the foundation. It's Classic Ivory as well. It's just like a pressed powder of the foundation basically. So I feel like it kind of like makes the foundation a little less white, so then I look slightly like, so it gets slightly closer to my skin tone and I look a little bit less like I'm dying, which I mean I am, but you don't need to do that. Okay, and also you're not supposed to like blow into your makeup because of like germs, but no one else is ever gonna use this, so I think it's fine. Okay, and then, oh, got powder all over my desk, cool. So then what I do is my mascara. And I usually poke myself in the eye like 7 times. I'm gonna try to like hold this to the side and see if I can actually do it while you can still see. And yeah, cool. Wow, I'm a professional filmer now. Great. Okay. So, you know, just mascara. I'm sure you've seen mascara applied like 7 million times before. This is from CoverGirl. It's the Super Sizer waterproof, which is kind of annoying because I can never get my mascara off, but I usually just kind of give up on it and just let it stay. Because, like I said, don't have time for that. I did have makeup wipes that were like supposed to get the mascara off, and they kind of did because it was like even waterproof mascara, but like kind of, and I ran out of those, so I'm just gonna die. It's fine. Oh, I forgot to I usually highlight my brow bone as well. Sometimes I do it before my like concealer stuff, and sometimes I do it after, just because I don't sometimes I feel like I'm gonna get like stuff and cover it, even though I don't usually put concealer first. I don't know why I would put that, but I'm gonna use this one from this e.l.f. palette because it's lighter than the one in here. And this one is kind of weird because it just has like, it's like some normal colors and then just like a weird bluey green, but this is the Party palette. So then I'm going to highlight. You could never really even see this, like whenever I highlight a brow and I'm like, does this even do anything? I don't think so. That. Now when I do an like everyday makeup look, I don't normally well, I don't really contour ever because my contour color is not correct for my face, and so I just look like I have dirt on my face, which is a great look. I sometimes do this where I use this little brush to put powder right underneath my eyes so that the concealer that's like right up there gets set, because I always hate when it's like really liquidy, just like underneath my eyes and then gets like creasy and it's gross. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't really contour ever. I would contour probably if I had a proper contour color and I could actually like you know, actually knew how to contour is another thing that would be helpful. And when I'm doing like just day-to-day makeup look, I usually don't do blush either because I'm lazy and because my cheeks are already like red AF, so it's not like I need more of that. So then usually I would just do my lipstick next. I like to do lipstick before before highlight, because then it doesn't like I like to highlight here, and if I put lipstick on after, it sometimes kind of goes over it. But if I put lipstick on first, sometimes I get my lipstick on my brush, so I lose either way. And then for a day-to-day look, I would usually pull out one of my 4 dark red lipsticks. What I'm gonna use today is actually the first lipstick I ever got, Wet n Wild from the CVS. And it is in Dark Wine 536A. And it's a little bit like weirdly wobbly. Not sure why. Probably because it's from the drugstore, but I've had it for like 4 years and it still's fine, so I'm keeping it. Also, I like the color, so why not keep it? Okay, that's fine. Also, when I put on my lipstick, I never fix it because that's too much work and I don't really have a good concealer brush or anything. This is kind of darker on camera than it is in real life, but it's a little bit, it looks like actually like dark wine on camera, but in real life it's kind of bricky, a little bit more bricky than that. Or not bricky, it's just more like, I guess it's more reddish and it looks more purplish on camera, which is actually a nicer color in my opinion. So I like the purpley reds, but that is that. And then finally, well, almost finally, I put on a highlighter. This is like one of my only high-end products, the Moonchild Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, because I'm fancy. And for like day-to-day look, I usually go for like one of the more like neutral ones. Like I use Star, this one, or Pink Heart a lot because it's pretty. And it's got lipstick on the top of it. Cool. I use Blue Eye sometimes, but that's like a pretty like cold one, so I don't use it all the time. I think probably for this one I use Star because I have kind of a, I have sort of a brownish look going on with the eyeshadow, and I don't like really match it to my lips, obviously, because that would be stupid. I can do this without so I just put it on the tip of my nose, like I was saying before, and on the bridge of my nose, and I put it on my forehead, like right here. And then also I put it on my cheeks, obviously. Here and here. And then I put it on my chin. And then, like I said, I like to put it here. I'm not really sure why. Don't know what it does, but I just like to highlight there. And that's it. And in my opinion, also, if you highlight, you don't always need to contour, because it's sort of like, it's that dimension of brightness, so then your cheeks just look like more poppy outy anyway, so you don't actually always need to contour. And also just because I hate contouring, so I like to just pretend like I don't need to. I don't actually know if that's true. I think I just saw it somewhere and I was like, if it means I don't need to contour, I'll do it. And I never do my eyebrows because I don't have anything to do with my eyebrows with. And they're pretty like thick, especially if you look at them from far away, they look fine. If you look up close, I kind of should probably pluck them and like shape them better, but sorry if I have lipstick on my teeth in some parts of this, because I don't really want to go back and like re-say a thing, especially because I don't remember exactly when I will, like I don't know how long I had lipstick on my teeth. But as I was saying, yeah, up close they're not as nice, because I kind of need to, like, I probably should like pluck them and then fill them in basically, but I also don't own anything to fill them in with, so I will probably never do that because I am just great at makeup. Okay, and then the last thing I do, which is new because I didn't have setting spray for like 5 million years, but this is NYX matte finish setting spray. That's the finished makeup look. This is something I would wear a lot normally, like on just a day-to-day basis if it's not like a special occasion or anything. Obviously I like do different makeups, but this is one of the looks that I do a lot because it's just like simple for me to do. And I know it's not very natural, but like I don't wear makeup to look natural, so I don't care. But yeah, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it was at least funny, since you're not going to learn anything from this video. And I'll probably be back, well, I will be back next week because I already have an idea for my second video. But after that, I'm hoping to do a video every week, but like if I don't have any ideas, that's not going to happen, so you'll just have to see. Anyways, I mean, I'm just kind of filming this stuff for fun, so if no one wants to watch it, that is perfectly fine. But I will see you all later and have a great day. Bye-bye.